You're watching the Delta News weather.
The football players are definitely getting a dose of some summertime heat after getting a nice little break during the middle part of the month. The heat has cranked back up as we are now at 7 straight days of above average temperatures, as this afternoon we hit a high of 96 degrees. We should start seeing those high temperatures come down a little bit, as the average is right around 91 for this time of year, but it looks like we might add one more day above average before some slightly cooler temperatures could be heading in here for the second half of the week and the first half of your weekend. Right now we're sitting at 93 degrees, so still very warm across many parts of the region. But the one good thing today is the dew points have fallen out of the 70s and into the 60s. So although it is very hot, it's not all that humid as you step outside. So it's not really that muggy. Feel like temperatures have remained for the most part under 100 for most of the day, and it looks like the reason for that, as I mentioned, is the dew points. Yesterday and throughout most of last week, we were well into the 70s and even upper 70s at points. That's when it gets to that miserable level. You can start feeling the weather. It's very soupy. But now as it's falling into the 60s, it's still a little bit uncomfortable, but getting a little bit closer to that tolerable level. And that's the kind of air we're going to continue to see as we move later into this week, as a cold front is going to bring us so much drier and cooler air. That dry air is also helping to kind of keep away the showers today, so not a whole lot going on. We had a few spotty showers develop during the afternoon, but now that is all fizzled away as we push into the evening, and I don't expect any new stuff to develop as we go through the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. Keeping you ahead of the storm, though, down in the tropics, we are continuing to watch Tropical Depression number 9. It is beginning to get a little bit more organized as we push a little bit farther out to the west over the Gulf of Mexico. And so as we go over the next couple of days, it looks like it'll continue to strengthen. But as of right now, winds are at 35 miles an hour. Pressure is holding steady right around 1,004, but that should drop just shy of 1,000 as we go over the next couple of days. And as that does, it will strengthen into a tropical storm. It'll start to then make a track towards the Big Bend of Florida. But you'll notice with this latest track, the Hurricane Center has taken it a little bit more to the west, putting it a little bit closer to Tallahassee. So they're going to have to continue to monitor this as we go over the next couple of days. Hurricane watches have already been issued for a large portion of the Big Bend region of Florida. It'll then track across Atlanta and make its way towards the Atlantic coast as we go into Friday, before moving farther out to the east as we go into Saturday. So if you are making some early plans for the Labor Day weekend, you want to continue to keep an eye on this. But the good news is the Magnolia State, we're going to remain dry and on the sunny side for the coming days. As we go for the rest of this evening, things remaining quiet. We'll get rid of the cloud cover, turning mostly clear as temperatures fall into the mid to low 70s. Starting off tomorrow morning, a good bit of sunshine. This model does paint some showers trying to develop during the afternoon hours. I do think the model's overdoing it, but I won't completely rule out the possibility for a spotty or stray shower, but I do expect most of us to remain dry. We clear out again during the overnight hours in the Thursday. But by Thursday morning, we begin to watch a cold front heading in from our northwest. That's going to bring us that cooler and drier air. As that front moves through, there is a possibility for some showers to develop along that come Thursday. But this model has most of that shower activity staying to our south and to our east. As that front continues to slide down, drier and cooler air moves in, and you're going to really notice it by Friday evening. It's looking like a wonderful time for Friday night football this week. This front's also helping to keep that tropical storm over Florida, and that's why it's not turning up towards our area, and that'll continue to push it out to the Atlantic, so we don't have any concerns thanks to this front helping to push that out of our region. Mostly clear tonight. We'll drop to a low right around 73 degrees, so you still might need to turn that AC on. But by this weekend, we could see those lows get into the 60s. Tomorrow morning, we're waking up to plenty of sunshine. Temperatures around 78 degrees. We'll top out around 95 with a few clouds. And then as we move through the evening, another mild night as we fall back through the 80s. 90 degrees on Thursday behind that front. 88 for an afternoon high on Friday. Then as we move through the rest of the week and into the weekend, you see plenty of sunshine, less humid air behind that front as well. A slight chance of some showers come Sunday evening, but then as we move into Labor Day Monday and into Tuesday, the sun returns and dry conditions along with temperatures back into the 90s.
All right, but for Labor Day weekend, you're not expecting it to be anything major, right?
No, just maybe a few spotty showers Sunday night. Other than that, all your plans should be fine.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Eric.